I used to think ghost stories were just old village talk, the kind of tales grandmothers tell to keep kids from staying out too late. But in a quiet lane outside Bengaluru, one such story waited behind a wooden door. The locals had only one rule: when someone calls your name after midnight, never answer. It was almost midnight when Arjun set the last box down on the floor of his new house. The lane was quiet. Tiled roofs, leaning fences, wires tangled like veins above the street. The rent was cheap, the rooms large, and the landlady, an elderly woman named Savitha, had smiled kindly as she handed him the keys. "Only one thing," she said before leaving. "If you hear anyone call your name at night, don't open the door." He laughed, thinking it was just an old superstition. He ate a small dinner, too tired to unpack, and fell asleep with the lights on. Somewhere in the night, he thought he heard a faint knock. Soft, polite, then a whisper. His name. Arjun. He woke suddenly, heart pounding, but the house was still. He told himself it was a dream. The next night, it came again. 3 knocks. "Arjun, open the door." It was his mother's voice, so familiar that his chest tightened. He grabbed his phone and called her. She answered, groggy. "Arjun? It's past midnight. What's wrong?" "You called me," he said. "No, I've been asleep." He hung up, staring at the door. The voice had sounded exactly like her. May in the morning, Savitha arrived with a plumber. She said a pipe was leaking in the bathroom. As she passed the front door, she brushed her fingers over the wood. The old paint had peeled away, and faint white letters showed beneath. Arjun noticed them later. Faded chalk, almost gone. He couldn't tell what it said. That afternoon, he heard footsteps in the corridor outside. Slow, steady. They stopped right at his door, but no one knocked. He peered through the peephole. Empty. Only a bicycle across the lane, its wheels spinning slowly, though there was no wind. When he opened the door, dusty footprints marked the step. Bare feet, stopping right at the threshold as if someone had stood listening. The following night, the voice returned. This time it wasn't his mother. It was a small child's voice, his nephew's. "Chiku mama, open the door." He froze, then called his sister. "He's asleep," she said, half laughing. "You're hearing things, Arjun. You need rest." When he woke the next morning, he found a thin layer of white dust on the floor, just inside the door, shaped like the arc of an opening door. He cleaned it away uneasily. On the outside frame, more of those faded letters had appeared, as if rising from beneath the paint. He could finally make them out. "Come tomorrow." Trying to make light of it, he wrote the same words in chalk on the inside of the door. "Come tomorrow." The house felt a little lighter after that, as if amused. That evening, Savitha called. Her voice trembled. "Don't open the door tonight, Arjun. Someone said they saw a woman near your gate. Please, promise me." "I'm fine," he said, forcing a laugh. "Lock the bolt," she whispered and hung up. He did, but sometime after 1, his name came again. Whispered by 2 voices at once, slightly out of sync. He lay still, covering his head with a pillow, until the faint tapping stopped. On the 4th night, he dreamed of his mother, standing outside the door, with a plate of sweets, her face blurred, her voice soft and strange. "Amma has come," she said. "Open." He woke to find himself standing at the door, with his hand on the latch. He pulled back, drenched in sweat. The next morning, the chalk letters he'd written inside were smeared, as though dragged by something from behind the wood. That day, Savitha visited again. She glanced at the chalk words, then at him. "Do you know what it means?" he asked. She looked away. "It means come tomorrow. We used to write it everywhere when I was a girl. It keeps something out, if you believe in it." "What happens if you open the door?" he asked. Her eyes darkened. "Don't ever find out." She left, and by the next morning, Arjun was gone. 2 days later, Savitha returned for the rent. The door stood open a few inches. Inside, his cup of coffee sat cold, his wallet and phone untouched. The lights were still on. She called out his name, but felt only the heavy, stale air of absence. That evening, she filed a missing person report. Arjun's younger brother, Rohit, came soon after. He was a YouTuber who made videos about haunted places. "Come tomorrow," he murmured when Savitha told him. "I've heard of that legend." "Don't stay," she said softly. Some doors are better left closed, but he insisted. He set up his camera facing the door. If there's anything here, he said, I want to see it. Midnight came. The house fell silent. Then 3 knocks. Rohit! The voice was Arjun's, his brother's exact voice. Tone, rhythm, everything. Rohit's breath caught. He played back the audio. The voice was there, layered with something else beneath it, like another whisper breathing through the same throat. He whispered, Who are you? The knock came again, louder. Rohit, open the door. He saw the chalk letters glowing faintly under the dim light. Come tomorrow. He should have felt safe, but the urge to know pushed stronger than fear. He unlocked the bolt. The latch clicked. The footage ends there. When the police entered days later, they found the camera still running and its battery blinking red. The door was open a hand's width. No sign of either brother, only their voices on the recording. Faint, overlapping, calling each other's names, as if from far away. That night, the video uploaded automatically from Rohit's laptop, scheduled days before. Title, Naale Ba, Come Tomorrow. Some viewers said they could hear knocks between his sentences. Others swore they heard their own names, whispered faintly through the speakers. Savitha came the next morning with a tin of white paint. She looked at the doorway a long time, then painted the words across the wood again in thick strokes. Come tomorrow. She underlined them, placed a single marigold at the step, and walked away before sunset. As she turned the corner, she thought she heard a small voice call softly, Amma. She didn't look back. Months later, after the police sealed the house and the case went cold, a young couple came to see the property. They were moving from a small apartment. Their baby had just learned to walk. The house felt bright and clean in the daylight. The broker smiled, eager to close the deal. The husband pointed at the doorway. What does that mean? Come tomorrow? Old village custom, the broker said quickly. We can paint over it if you'd like. The man laughed. Sure, we'll repaint everything anyway. Fresh start. The broker nodded, noting the move-in date. You can shift tomorrow. As they left, the door seemed to breathe. The wood expanding, relaxing, like someone swallowing before speaking. Some doors are better left closed, but curiosity always knocks again. If you felt the chill tonight, leave a light on and come back tomorrow for another story. You've been listening to Whispers After Midnight. Subscribe, and don't forget to lock your door.